I was going to mention something. I just put a video on about going to an air show with my grandfather. Quite a memorable period of my life, going out with my granddad. I love my granddad. But as a family, we used to go on holidays, obviously, all over the place. And this specific holiday, we went down to the down to Devon and Cornwall, and we went to Bewley, near the New Forest. We went to the Motor Museum at Bewley. We also went down to, is it Plymouth down there? Where you got the dockyards, where HMS Victory is. Took the children down there with us, and we went in for the day, and that was really good. And we went on HMS Victory, but I got that a little bit wrong. That was quite funny, because you had to, when you bought your tickets, you got an allotted time, and they took you around in like a tour. And so we went down to the Victory. We sat beside the Victory, waiting for the tour time. Oh, fly right in front of my face, guys. And we were sat on the wrong side of the ship. And I could see there were some gangways. We were on the, thinking the way the ship was, we were on the right hand side of the ship, which would be starboard. So we were sat there on a bench overlooking the ship, watching it. And I was thinking, oh, a lot of time's coming in a minute, but there's nobody else there. There's no queues or anything. So eventually it got past my tour time, so I walked around the other side of the ship, and it was the other side of the ship. It was the starboard port. It's the port side you went on, and I didn't realise that. And there was a fella stood there at the bottom of a slipway and a walkway. And so I went to see him and explained. And he said, oh, no problem. He said, you're not the first to do it. He said, you can join the back of this next queue. And so I went in with the next batch. So it wasn't a problem. We did get on the ship. But yeah, we were sat on the wrong side of the ship. We didn't actually walk around the ship to start with. I think if we'd done that, we'd have been okay. But because we just saw the ship and just sat down and sat on the starboard side, we didn't realise you had to go on the other side. But that was quite funny. We also went in to see the Mary Rose. Now that wasn't that long after the Mary Rose had been brought up, and they'd got it in a shed, which it's still in as far as I know. I haven't been back there. And they were just sprinkling it. They were spraying it with water or something to drive the water out. So when we went there, they'd got the sprinklers going, and you couldn't see anything. It was like a fog. And you had this a pair of was it a pair of earmuffs you had, or you had like a walkie-talkie? But it was telling you about it. But you were peering through the glass and listening to this conversation. You couldn't see anything. You couldn't see a flipping thing. But my parents have been since then, and they told me it was really good. And it was all dried out, and you could see the whole thing. They weren't spraying it anymore. So maybe that's another trip I ought to do, down to see the Mary Rose. I don't think I'd do the Victory again. The Victory was good, but I've done it. I don't think I need to do that one again. But what a great day out that was. Right, I'm going to sign out, guys. Bye bye.